Hello and welcome to Lake Clan Legends this week. So, what happened was we recorded a video of Logan's campaign, and the video did not record right. It is not good. So, instead, we're doing interviews with our famous players and DMs this week, so you can get to know them a little bit better. So, Logan Lake, uh, what characters do you play?
I played Grork in my campaign, the amazing Grork, everyone knows. In my father's campaign, Todd, as known by everyone on the channel, or watching the channel. And then I play the DM in my campaign.
Alright, so how did you get into D&D, Logan?
I play, it was a lot of a mixture from a club at school, my father, and overall, like, the idea of it. Just combined, I was like, oh, this could be fun. I'd love to create a fantasy world and run around and be a fantasy guy.
So, would you recommend D&D to other people?
Yes, definitely. You get to almost like share like you get to show everyone like ideas and thoughts, and almost like it gives you like something to, like a project almost to work on, where you create a world, you get together with friends, you get to have fun. You all play as fantasy characters. You all spend time not thinking about like the real stuff, when you could just think about the fantasy fun stuff.
And what is your favorite, like, what's your favorite part of D&D?
I really like almost like the role play mixed with like the battles and stuff. Like, I like the idea of like it's like a DM. You get to be this thing and that thing, and you get to send creatures, create a world, interact. And as like players, you get to interact and stuff. I kind of like that. Also, I mean, I play a fighter, so I like killing stuff.
All right, so you got into D&D. What made you want to be a DM?
What made me want to be a DM? Well, I actually started because I was writing like encounter scenarios. I was like, well, I can do this. I'm like, encounter idea. And I'm like, you know what? How about I just become a DM? I mean, try. I'm like, I really like this. I like to create little stuff and have my players interact with it. I know I'm not amazing at it, but I still find it pretty fun to do stuff like that.
Is it harder to be a DM than just play a character?
Yes, because you actually have to like prepare and stuff, and you have to like create a world that has to like link together, and then you also need to create something that like multiple people won't find like boring, or like you need to keep the attention of like everyone instead of oh look, I'm this character, I run around, I do that, I do this.
And do you have to do a lot of research and learning, or can you just sit down and do this stuff?
Usually you have to do a lot of research. I should be doing more. But usually you have to know like a lot of the monsters, especially if you're gonna like put a lot of monsters in the area. You need to put some time to make sure your story doesn't feel bad, or like it's not kind of bad. Like, if you spend like 5 minutes writing writing a session, it's not going to be that great.
And as the DM, do you find it's easy to, when people don't do what you want them to do, is it easy to steer them in the right direction, or is it more complicated because you have to create scenarios for every possible thing that you're...
I mean, I haven't really done a lot of branching out. And they've tried to run away, I've just kind of said, "Oh yeah, that place is deadly," or "Oh no, there's a wall. There's something in the way. You can't get past that." Which I know is not the best solution, but I don't really know how to get them off, get them away. It's kind of complicated. If you don't make the scenarios, you can easily create a force that would stop them.
So, if somebody was considering getting into D&D and had never played before, what would you say to them?
I would say don't complicate stuff. When you complicate stuff, it gets I mean, if you make a character that's like, "Oh yeah, I'm building him to be the best," he's just gonna be good at damage. You're probably not gonna have that much fun. You really need to pick what you like, what you want, and even as a new DM, don't complicate stuff. You don't need to make 100 things. I'm kind of regretting that, but they have they have a huge list of items that you can use for a reason. You don't need to go crazy. Just do what you want. Have fun.
So you have some experience with DMing extremely new players. How do you have any advice for people who are either trying to DM new people, or maybe some tips and tricks for like not just DMing, but for people who are getting into it, to help them make it more fun?
I'm gonna say it. Don't overcomplicate the rules. Don't bring all the rule books. Bring just the player's handbook if you're dealing with new players. They're gonna scroll through the entire thing, and they're gonna take quite a while. But if you were given 40 choices and you didn't know what any of them meant, how would you pick?
Right. So how about, what is your favorite BBEG?
I mean, there's only 2 I know of, and one of them's mine. So I'm probably gonna say mine.
How about, well, what's yours?
I'm not telling.
Oh, okay. What's your least favorite BBEG?
I mean, there's one that I assume's gonna be there from the other campaign, but as a big bad evil guy in general, out of all of them, I don't like ancient white dragons. I don't like. They just get angry and attack stuff.
So how important is it to have a well-balanced party?
Very, very important. If you have 6 wizards, you guys are all gonna get knocked down dead. If you have all support with no strength units, everyone's gonna keep taking the hits, and everyone's gonna die. I mean, I've had a character who just kept dying because the party sucked, but also the people kind of just ran away from stuff. But they died, and then they died. I mean, I put them against an orc. They had 4 people. They took or no, I think it was a little less. I forget. But I put an orc there, and it took them almost the entire session to kill it.
So that's something that new people should really take some time, understand how to balance a party, how to pick good, characters that will be able to, what's another important thing? Work together, definitely. If you don't work together, you're gonna falter, and that's where the DM, depending on how he feels, could go in and hit you with your "we don't work together" weak point. Yeah. So you're opening yourself up for the DM to get you if you decide to have a weak party.
Yeah, I mean, and usually in D&D, your weaknesses are tested.
Yeah.
I mean, just through like, oh, there's a trap. Oh, there's this thing. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, look, here's a wizard. No one has anything to counter it, and they die, or they take a lot of damage. That kind of sucks. Without a support, it is terrible. I mean, even in my party, I have a druid. Well, in the party in my campaign, I have a druid. He doesn't heal much. Like, he's almost a support, but he doesn't have anything great to heal. And you can tell that they quite suffer from that. Because, well, I kind of built them. But, like, a little, oh, hey, here's a druid. Here's this. Cool. But, like, a lack of support, I mean, lack of support sucks. Like a lack of fire, everyone can get hit, although, like, weak little squishy guys take a lot more damage. That sucks. And even without a wizard, that could kind of suck, because you don't get, like, a lot of really good spells that they have. Or, I mean, wizard, like sorcerer, warlock, those kind of guys. Like, you lose out on their spells. Like, even, like, without, like, the rogue, that kind of sucks, because you get, like, they deal a lot of damage without that. Eh.
So, what do you want the viewers to know about Logan? Is there anything you wanted to know, D&D wise, personally wise? Anything you want people to get to know you a little bit better, not just DM and Gork?
I don't know. I mean, I like the undead. That's a neat fact. I like a whole bunch of undead things. Well, not in person. I don't want to be a corpse in real life. But, like, fantasy skeletons, I don't know. Those are cool to me.
So, anything else you want the viewers to know? Anything you want the viewers to...
I don't know. Yeah, probably not. Well,
how is it playing with your dad and your brother?
Well, as players, as I mean, with my brother in the duo, I feel like Grork's personality strikes through a lot more than Sauron's. But that's how I like Grork. So, when they're both players, they're kind of neat. I like their problem solving. I like how my dad plays a character, especially how he does like a lot of like how he describes his actions. I'm like a lot more of like instead of like speaking stuff, he like signs stuff to people. So like instead of saying the directions or like whispering or like points them, I feel that's kind of neat with that.
Is there anything you want to say to the viewers?
I would like you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Maybe if you want to drop a comment, I'd like that. Bye.
And thank you for everything, you guys.